Hi, my name's Taylor. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I've been in Beijing for 3.5 years. I do some writing here, some teaching, some music production, some consulting, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And recently I've been getting into the world of Chinese live streaming. A friend recommended it to me as a really fantastic way to work on Chinese reading skills and speaking skills. You have to deal with a lot of messages that come up very quickly, with a lot of sort of internet slang and lingo you don't recognize very fast, and you also have to be quick on your feet speaking yourself, so it was recommended to me as a great way to practice Chinese.
我是坐在这个沙发和你们聊天的精确实强大
So it all started off with me just answering people's questions, and to some extent that's still largely what I do. People come in, they go, "Whoa, a foreigner!" I answer a lot of questions about differences between America and China, some which are thoughtful and interesting, and some which are less so. A lot of people in China have never even met a foreigner, and even if they're living in a big city like Beijing or Shanghai, they still probably don't know very many foreigners. So a lot of people have a lot of really, really simple, basic gaps in understanding just about the outside world. That sounds condescending, but it's just sort of the demographic reality. So I try and clear up misconceptions. I try to engage with people on a sort of very down-to-earth human level. People want to know, of course, do you eat Chinese food or Western food? Do you like Chinese women or Western women? And all these people ask a lot of really binary black and white questions, and it might be a little snarky of me, but I try generally to respond with a sort of joking rejection of the premise of their question, that it has to be one or the other. So a lot of my interactions with people on Inke come down to basically people going, "You're a foreigner, so do you X or Y, or do you like Y or Z, or do you like black or white, or rice or McDonald's?" And I try to generally answer those with, I'm one guy, I'm representing just me, and sometimes I eat Chinese food and sometimes I eat Western food, and also, what do you mean by Western food? So Inke is a for-profit business, obviously, and they have a really, let's call it, clever system for getting people to engage in microtransactions with the app. When you first log in to the app, it's kind of like a carnival. They give you some free tickets. You can use Inke tickets or, Egypt or whatever app you're using. I presume they're all the same, but I only have ever used Inke. They give you a few free tickets, and you can use their tickets to give gifts to streamers. So you have they're little diamonds. They're not anything, they're ones and zeros, but they call them little diamonds, and you can trade them for a variety of gifts that range from a one ticket is 1/30th of 1 RMB, which is in turn 6.27th of $1, so we're talking about not a lot of money. But one ticket can get you, a little candy, they call it a bang bang tang, that you can send to a streamer, and then it goes up to 50 tickets and 100 tickets and 1,000 tickets, and so just for quick context for anyone who's trying to do the math quickly, 6,000 tickets is about 200 RMB. So if someone sends you, for example, a big shiny Lamborghini that rolls across the screen, or a big fireworks display that's worth 10,000 or 15,000 ticket. Someone who's doing really well in live streaming can make a really, really good supplementary income, or by the standards of living in Beijing, can make a really good primary income. It's not the most stable thing, sometimes some months you get a lot more gifts, and some months you don't, so I don't think you can always predict it. That being said, some of the top people definitely are making well over 10,000 RMB a month, which is a little under $2,000, which is well above the median income for Beijing, at least. I first ever downloaded the app on my phone about 1.5 years ago. It would have been November of 2016, and I kind of played with it on and off for a couple months, and nothing really happened. I just sort of would turn it on, and I would see the first, 40 people come into the streaming room and go, turn it off. and didn't know what to say, and there weren't a lot of people. I started thinking this was something I should try to actually do on some kind of regular basis maybe a year ago, and it took me about 3 months maybe to get my first 100 fans, and then it took maybe another 3 months to get to the first 1,000. And then this past summer, so maybe 8 months ago, it started to take off a little more, and so it was maybe another 3 months to get to 10,000, and then another month or two to get to 20,000. Currently I have about 25,000 fans, and you know, in the world of streaming, that's not a lot. In the world of China, that is a tiny number. But I am pretty excited about it just because it has grown somewhat exponentially, and I'm occupying a pretty ridiculously small niche on this app. There are not a lot of other foreigners,